in the gate. And runners away. Field let go for 5.5. Good start for Bullionaire. Quick into stride. Grand Minister's there. Just One Night battles from between horses. Now moving through He's Bandito at the inside as they race on for the far turn. Length and a half to Catch Me a Cat, 4 off the early lead. Grand Minister now shuffles to second last. There's 2 to 101 Proof, just over 3/8 of a mile away. They take it into the far turn. I Work for Carrots has now found the lead a half, but Bullionaire is right there. There's a length and a half more back to He's Bandito, racing third by 2. Catch Me a Cat follows to Grand Minister, back on from the outside. 2 more back to Just One Night. And along the inside, 101 Proof, and they come off the turn and run for home. Bullionaire on the outside. I Work for Carrots at the rail, and 200 yards remain. Center of the racetrack, Grand Minister's found renewed ambition and comes charging. 101 Proof rolling late as well. Here comes the wire. Grand Minister up to win it. 101 Proof was second. I Work for Carrots third. Time of the race, 1:05 and 3/100. Runners away. Good start for Gentle Prince at the inside. Desert Prophet off to a good start. Addie Peak joins him on the outside now. Double A Prospect just back of the lead set. Then comes West Coast Indy. 2 more to Close to Midnight as they make way round the first turn. And out front, Gentle Prince sets sail on the lead by 2.5. Behind is Double A Prospect. Desert Prophet poised in third from the outside, a length more. 2 at a peak fourth. Ground saving trip for Close to Midnight. West Coast Indy alongside. They head up for the backstretch run. Opening quarter, a relaxed 23-4. And Gentle Prince is having it all his way, cruising along by 4. Now Attapeak's been called on, moves into second. Length and a half to Double A Prospect. Desert Prophet is still there from between horses. On the outside, West Coast Indy called on. And Close to Midnight begins to stir as they take it around the far turn. 3/8 of a mile away, the half in 47-1. And now the tempo quickens. Gentle Prince on the lead, clear by 3. Attapeak takes aim at the leader, a closer second. Close to Midnight is rolling past horses on the outside with a quarter mile to go. And they run to the top of the stretch. Gentle Prince kicks off the turn, 3 to the good. From the outside, Close to Midnight, trying to close that gap for the final furlong. West Coast Indy back of that in third. They're sent down for the drive. Gentle Prince at the inside. Here comes Javier Matias and Close to Midnight, racing by from the outside. Close to Midnight up to win it by a length. Gentle Prince is second. West Coast Indy third. Desert Prophet fourth. Time of the race, 1:43 and 2/100. Administers in. And runners away. Often tightly knit fashion, middle of the pack, Geo Press out for the lead there. Quickly met by General Mach 4 alongside, and General Mach 4 now takes over. Span of 3 to Administer. Mr. Breeze kicks on at the rail. Length and a half more. Back to Brahms Forest, second last to the outside Tuscan Warrior. And they race past the half-mile marker in a sizzling opening quarter of 21-4. And General Mach 4 marches on, leads it by 2. Geo Press is right behind, a gap of 5 to Administer and Mr. Breeze, racing side by side. Another length and a half to Brahms Forest and Tuscan Warrior at the back with a quarter mile to go. They run to the top of the stretch. General Mach 4 swings off the turn, 3 to the good. Geo Press chasing a distant second now. Final furlong away. And General Mach 4 and Eddie Martinez open clear, 5-6 going away. General Mach 4 in a runaway. Wins it by 7 or 8. Brahms Forest up for second. Tuscan Warrior third. Time on the board, a lightning fast minute 8 and 60/100ths. And runners away in the Washington Oaks. Sophomore fillies journey off the mark, and Killarney Lass at the inside broke smartly. She's joined by Suddenly Awesome to the outside. Northwest Factors third early on. Then Two Shakes and Mucho Amor run together. Length and a half to Twirling Devon as they make way to the first turn. 7/8 of a mile to journey, and Killarney Lass is settled in up front, the leader by a length. Suddenly Awesome from the outside, poised in second. Mucho Amor asked to stay a little closer now. She's joined by Northwest Factor to the outside fourth. Length and a half to Two Shakes, another 2 back to Twirling Devon. They're only 6 front to back as they head up for the backstretch run. 23-2 opening quarter, the half in 47-1. Less than 5/8 of a mile away, Killarney Lass continues to lead it by a length. Suddenly Awesome is tracking second, 3 parts of a length. Mucho Amor in a good spot under. Juan Hernandez third from the outside. Two Shakes is back of that. Northwest Factor follows. Twirling Devon begins to find room at the inside. 3/8 of a mile to go in the Oaks. And Killarney Lass let out a notch by Javier Matias, and she strides away by 2.5. Suddenly Awesome is chasing with a 1/4 mile to go. On the outside, Mucho Amor is back third. And closing at the inside, Twirling Devon's given the green light. They straighten way down the lane in the Washington Oaks. And it's Killarney Lass charging inside the final furlong. Twirling Devon is chasing, but to no avail. Javier Matias and Killarney Lass have opened clear 6 or 7 and score the Oaks. Twirling Devon was second, Two Shakes third, Northwest Factor fourth. Place on Sky Confidential. Here we go. And runners away in the Muckleshoot Derby. Good start for Rally Cat and a little less talk at the inside. Sky Confidential breaks smartly in third. El Baracho just back of that. They fly under the wire first time round. My Grandpa gains ground towards the outside. Time and time again next. And Todo Es Toro as they make the sweep round the turn past the 7/8 mile marker. And Rally Cat hugs the rail, leads at a nose, but there goes the lone filly, a little less talk, who now takes the lead. Up from the outside, My Grandpa's pressing early. There's 2.5 to Sky Confidential mid-pack. Another length and a half to Todo Es Toro from the outside. From between horses, El Baracho. And along the inside, time and time again, there are only 5 front to back. Midway up the backstretch, the half in 47-2 as they race on for the far turn in the Muckleshoot Derby. And the filly, a little less talk at the inside, just in front. My Grandpa is right there to shadow her from the outside, and now right up to converge on the lead. My Grandpa puts a head in front. 2.5 to Rally Cat, racing back third. Another length and a half or 2, time and time again, follows at the rail. 1/4 mile away now in the Derby. My Grandpa from the outside. A little less talk, digs in from the inside. And they're off the turn together in the Muckleshoot Derby. A little less talk at the rail. She says she's going nowhere. My Grandpa on the outside pressing. My Grandpa now puts a head in front. A little less talk, battles back gamely, but My Grandpa's opening late, and My Grandpa's won the Muckleshoot Derby clear a length from a hearty A Little Less Talk. Time and time again manages third, Rally Cat fourth. Time on the board 1:49 and 71/100ths. In the gate. And runners away in the distaff. Straight line start. Towards the outside, Patty's Secret breaks smartly, but it's Bellamia to grab the lead early from the rail. Diamond Czar is pushed along now as they fly under the wire first time round. At the inside, No Talking Back saves ground at the rail. 3 parts of a length to Reginella, just back of the pack of leaders. Guardian One follows third last to the outside. Fly Far Away is next in a span of 3 to Blazing Beauty. And the girls head it midway round the first turn. Now 3/4 of a mile to go in the Emerald Distaff, and Bella Mia controls the pace, but right there is Diamonds Are poised on the outside. 1.25 to Patty's Secret, a snug third by a length. No Talking Backs tucked away at the rail. Then comes Reginella, 3 off the leader, followed by Guardian One from the outside. Still 2 to Fly Far Away. 1.25 to Blazing Beauty at the back. Less than a half mile to go now in the Distaff. And the tempo quickens. Bellamia leads them along. It's Bellamia at the inside. Diamonds Are is right there now. On the far outside, Patty's Secret. A closer third. No Talking Back looks for racing room at the inside. Reginella is still in the search. 1.5 to Guardian One. And they run to the top of the stretch and head for home in the Distaff. No Talking Back found an opening at the rail, comes charging through. Bellamia chasing now. Back third is Diamonds Are with a final furlong to go. And No Talking Back at the inside, just in front. Squares off with Bellamia in the final 70 yards. No Talking Back determined and goes on to win the Emerald Distaff by a length. Bellamia was second, Blazing Beauty third. Time of the race, 1:49 and 56/100ths.
Riding in the mile for the first time since 1992. And El Huerfano goes in last. 11 runners ready for the Longacres Mile, and the race is underway. And a great start for Law Abiding Citizen. Any Port in a Storm comes up in the middle as well. Toward the outside, a good beginning for El Huerfano from that 11 post. And going to the front around the first turn, Any Port in a Storm with Juan Hernandez. Law Abiding Citizen on the inside. Curlin Rules moves up into second. El Huerfano is fourth, just a couple of lengths off the lead, followed by Oh Marvelous Me. Restrained Vengeance on the inside. Moving up a bit, Solid Wager in mid-pack. Further back, it's More Power to Him, Rocky Tough, and Elliott Bay. As we head down the backstretch in the mile on the lead, Any Port in a Storm, the favorite, with a 1-length lead over Curlin Rules. On the rail is Law Abiding Citizen. In position, El Huerfano moving up on the outside. The half in 45 and 2. Restrained Vengeance moving up in fifth, followed by Oh Marvelous Me. Solid Wager continues to make ground, and More Power to Him. We're nearing the quarter pole in the mile. Any Port in a Storm has the lead. He's being challenged by Law Abiding Citizen. Law Abiding Citizen coming up on even terms. Back in third is Restrained Vengeance, the turf horse. Any Port in a Storm continues to lead. Any Port in a Storm by a half length. Law Abiding Citizen and Restrained Vengeance coming into the 16th pole. Any Port in a Storm, Law Abiding Citizen, and Restrained Vengeance. A three-way finish at the end of the Longacres Mile. Law Abiding Citizen maybe over Any Port in a Storm and Restrained Vengeance.
Little unrest in the gate. Now they're in line, and runners away. City Steel stumbled at the get. Iron Rob takes off from the outside. Here goes Wine at 9. Out of the chute onto the main oval they go. Wine at 9 leads the way ahead. Executive Decree pressing the leader. Scout Patrol's next on the outside. City Steel back of that, second last. Iron Rob's at the tail as they've just over a half mile to go. Wine at 9 leads it now 3 parts of a length. Executive Decree settled into stride, second by 2. Scout Patrol's holding third, poised on the outside. City Steel gathered up and comes running at the inside. Still 3 back to Iron Rob, less than 3/8 of a mile away. And the tempo quickens. Wine at 9 at the inside, just in front. Executive Decree is still right there. Scout Patrol called on from the outside. City Steel back to the leaders. And they round the turn and run for home. Wine Wine at 9 digs in at the inside. Executive Decree chasing. City still back of that and Scout Patrol. But Wine at 9's answering the call from Javier Matias. And Wine at 9's opening up. Clear 3 and goes on to win it. Wine at 9, home in front. All in the gate. And the runners away. Straight line start at the inside. Boomerang Miss broke smartly. Spot on right there. Quickly into stride. McDove from between horses. Jerry to carry just back of the lead trio as they make the sweep round the turn. Up to the outside, Brilliant Bird is next. 4 off the leader. Gap of 5 to Little Dancer with 3 parts of a mile to journey. And they head up for the backstretch run. 23 on the opening quarter. Boomerang Miss leads the way clear by 2. McDove is right behind in second. On the outside, Spot On holding third by a length. Then on the outside, Brilliant Bird is next. Half length to Jerry to carry. Beginning to stir. Still 6 back to Little Dancer. And they have a half mile to go as they race on for the far turn. First half in 46-1. It was a quick pace now to the turn, and Boomerang Miss, the leader. The margin now a length and a quarter. From the inside, Spot On is right there. Brilliant Bird a patient third on the outside. McDove just back of that. Still 3 lengths more to Jerry to carry, and 3 more to Little Dancer with a quarter mile to go. And they run to the top of the stretch. Boomerang Miss kicks off the turn a length and a half to the good. Brilliant Bird from the outside trying to come after the leader as they're sent down for the drive. But Boomerang Miss has more in the tank. Look at that. Boomerang Miss opens up 4 and going away now. Boomerang Miss puts them away by 5 or 6. The race is for second. McDove just ahead of Little Dancer. Brilliant Bird followed that. Time for the mile, a minute 35 and 61/100. Play. And the 10th. All in. And runners away. Step slow at the get was Colt 57. Moving through from between horses, Uncle Yo fast off the mark. Racing up towards the outside, Touch of Power is right there vying for the lead. I Came to Play next along the outside. Another Jim just back of that set. Moving through along the rail comes Bellamo now. Span of 5 back to Addercop, and they take it into the far turn. 3/8 of a mile away. Out front, Uncle Yo has the lead 3 parts of a length. Uncle Yo at the inside. Along the outside, I Came to Play is right there. Colt 57 patiently third at the rail. There's 2 more back to Bellamo as they run to the top of the stretch. And they round the turn and head for home. Colt 57 cuts the corner, comes away on top by 2 now. Uncle Yo is chasing inside the final furlong. Racing back third comes another Jim late. Deep stretch they come. Colt 57 at the inside. Uncle Yo pressing. Here's Addercop rolling late. Addercop going to get them all. Addercop at the line. Time of the race, a minute 4 and 47/100.